Slingshot, can you remember how that started?
Yeah, sure. Slingshot was a song that I started working on at my house in my small home studio, probably about a year ago, I think, maybe more than a year ago. It's about, and it was inspired by someone that was basically misbehaving that I know, and I just thought, you know, it's going to come back to you if you keep behaving like this. It's really going to affect you, you know, like.
Behaving in what way? Then?
Well, just in their way, just disrespectfully, and so that brought up the theme of kind of karma, the idea of karma, some kind of karmic justice, saying, you know, just the things you do, they do come back to you in some way, and the choices we make do affect us. So make good choices. So that's what the song's about, making good choices, and then it became less about specifically that person or my experience of that person. Then it became more about the bigger themes of that. So it's just saying, you know, make good choices and take responsibility for them, and also don't act selfishly, you know, especially with friends or with people that love you or respect you, because, you know, you can burn those bridges, and they're hard to heal those things if you make a mess of it. So that's kind of what Slingshot's about. So it's a little bit darker, and I wanted to experiment with like a synth bass sound. So it's got slightly different tones to it. And then our guitarist and producer Mike Fab started putting a different rhythm on it, and so it came together nicely over a year.
Yeah, how did the music, how did that develop there? You said it started with that synth bass?
Yeah, well, so I did a demo at home, and I played in some keyboard bass instead of normal bass, and I just like that dark, kind of dirty bass, you know, full bass sound, so that was cool. And also it just had like a program beat on it, so it wasn't like live drumming, it was like, and so it had a slight hip hop feel to it. So it was just really experimenting. I had a song, and then a bit of experimenting in the studio, and then that's our first single, so yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm happy with it.
You took it to the band, and then?
Yeah, took it to the band, and the band developed it, and yeah. Then we toured it really for a year, and then when that was the first song really that was going to be on the album, that we knew was going to be on the album. So then the band did a good version of it, and voila. Okay. Yeah.
Why is it called Slingshot?
Well, it's like the tighter you pull back, if you've got a slingshot.
Okay.
If you pull it back and put a stone in there and let go, that's going to go as hard as you pull it back is as fast as it's going to affect. So it's like cause and effect. Yeah.
Going right back to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, and in general, musically, what is for you the biggest differences of steps forward you made?
Yeah. Well, we actually put this album together quite quickly. We really focused for 3 months together, 5 days a week, practicing, developing the songs, discussing it. So we put really concentrated effort into the album, on just the writing of it and the arrangements. And I guess one of the differences for me is that we're still experimenting, so we're still progressing and trying new things. The lyrics are better, the content is better, which I'm quite proud of, because it's, you hope that you do get better, but sometimes you're not sure whether you get better or you get worse. The band's been touring a lot since our last album. It's still the same band, it still makes sense as a progression, but we're just experimenting with a few different sounds and a few different techniques, recording techniques, and I think we just kind of went in, we knew the songs, we'd played the songs live for some of them for quite a while, and so I think we were more efficient in that way. In terms of the sound, it's got a slightly more futuristic sound, but also still a retro feels as well. So yeah, it is. Every album's different, and I think this is a sounding good. It's produced better. Our skills have got better. So.